Let's talk about how to make your own mucus removal formula and get rid of that phlegm.
Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist. Get healthy now.
Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, today I want to talk about how to make your own mucus removal formula or expectorant that really will do you a good job of getting rid of that mucus and phlegm so you can really, breathe again. First of all, go to your doctor, make sure there's nothing else going on. And if you have a cold or flu, you can make this formula and make it go away. But first of all, also, I'd like to say, if you like what I do, give me a thumbs up. And also, please subscribe and tell other people. I appreciate that very much. So to first start out with making this formula, it's pretty simple to make and super inexpensive to make. Get yourself a saucepan like this, of any kind. You're going to put 32 ounces of water, then a quart of water in there. And then a half ounce of sage. You probably had that around at Thanksgiving time. A half ounce of sage. You could put half ounce of the powder or a couple of leaves in there. That'll work fine. Also, a half ounce of thyme, half ounce of thyme. You had that around for Thanksgiving also. So put a few thyme leaves in there. Any type of thyme will work. It doesn't really matter. Or a little bit of thyme powder in there. Thyme powder, THYME. Also, we're going to put in some eucalyptus drops, some internally used but we're going to do that later. Then we have some licorice root powder like this. This is capsules. This happens to be Vitamin World brand. But you're going to put in about 500 milligrams of licorice root. Or you can get the little pieces of the licorice root itself and chopped up. 2 or 3 pieces. Throw that into the pot. That'll work fine. Also, organic ginger. You can take 2 or 3 pieces of organic ginger and slice that up. Throw it in the pot. Ginger is pretty aromatic, opens up the lungs. Also, mullein, which is a great thing for opening up the lungs, getting rid of mucus. Mullein is really great. Also, mullein, about a half ounce or, a couple, 400 milligram capsules will do a great job. Also, horseradish, about a half ounce of horseradish. You probably see the root in the store, or you could get the creamed horseradish if you can find it just plain, and put about a half ounce of that in there also. The root is better, there's no doubt about that, but sometimes you can't find it. So a little bit of horseradish, that really opens up the lungs and makes it so you can breathe really well. Also, eclampane. Yeah, eclampane. This is by Terravita. Eclampane. And this is really good for opening up the lungs, helping to get rid of mucus, really good for lung congestion in general and lung health in general. So I highly recommend eclampane. And take a half ounce or about 2 of the 450 milligram capsules there. And that will do a great job of helping to get rid of the mucus, one of the main things. Also, organic lemon. All this is organic as much as possible. Organic lemon. I would take a lemon and squeeze it. Also take off the rind, also the zest, and put that in the pot also. So you get a lot of lemon juice and the zest. You can slice it up also and put a little bit of that in there. You're going to strain it out later, so no problem. Also, eventually you're going to put in 16 ounces of honey. But right now we're just going to take everything except for the, not licorice root. We're going to put everything in except for the eucalyptus and the honey. And we're going to boil that, actually simmer that down till from 32 ounces down to about 8 ounces. So we're going to simmer it down quite a bit. And then we're going to add in the eucalyptus and a little bit of honey and mix it up a little bit more and allow us to, actually get all those herbs to mix through the honey and also that little bit of eucalyptus oil. And simmer it just enough to get everything mixed, and then you're going to pour that into a bottle. You can take this a tablespoon, up to 5 or 6 times a day. I recommend taking it no more than about 7 to 10 days. It does have licorice root in it, and that should not be used for long periods of time. And sage has been used for a long period of time in Ayurvedic medicine in India, and for opening up all kinds of lung problems. And I highly recommend it. It's also antibacterial too, so I highly recommend it because of that. Thyme is great for coughs and spasms of the lungs and helps to relax the lungs in general. Eucalyptus opens up the air passages. It just smells wonderful. You really want to have some of that in general. Also, helps to get rid of stubborn mucus in the lungs also. But you got to be careful. Make sure you have the one that's made for internal use. And you're not going to use very much. About 10 drops in the whole, formula here. So you're going to get very, very little. Also, the licorice root really is great for loosening up mucus in general. And ginger, of course, is a staple for coughs. And also, it's almost in every formula for getting rid of mucus. Also, mullein is another staple for getting rid of mucus. It's probably my go-to thing I really love the most. And the eclampane. The eclampane is amazing for the lungs and getting rid of mucus, and especially phlegm, upper throat type of phlegm, really bad. Horseradish is warming and soothing, also relaxes the lungs and helps to get rid of mucus in general. So highly recommend all these things that are in this formula, and it will open up the lungs in general. So if you really want to get rid of these type of things, these expectorants you buy are pretty expensive, and a lot of people don't have money right now. And this thing, this formula is so easy to make, you can make it in no time. So like I said, go back and you can rewind this video and watch it over and over and over again and see what I put in there. And simmer it down, all the first herbs, add in your eucalyptus oil and the honey, and then simmer it just a little bit more, and then allow it yourself to pour it in a bottle. It'll stay for months and months and really be good. And so it's there for you anytime you need it. And it's really aromatic, and it opens up your lungs in a great way. So enjoy this wonderful formula. If you want to get a hold of me and do a consultation, I ask for a $50 donation. Let's get rid of your terrible, ongoing chronic diseases. I had a lady yesterday with MS, and we're getting her on the road to healing, no doubt about it. Another lady had terrible anemia, also with a hematocrit of 5. Really, I'm amazed that she survived that. And we're going to make her, blood work go way up. There's no doubt about it. I can guarantee that. So everything's going to be good. So if you have something going on, get a hold of me at 831-869-9119, and let's make a difference in your life. Also, remember my new book, Live a Cancer-Free Life. You can Google that, Live a Cancer-Free Life. And you can buy it on Amazon. You can download it as a Kindle, and you can buy it anywhere in the world. So it's really going to change your life. 3 out of 5 people now working towards 4 out of 5 people are coming down with cancer, and you don't need that. It's a lot easier to prevent cancer than it is to heal cancer. So let's prevent your possibility of having cancer by 1,000% and make a difference in your life. I want you to remember a couple things. Remember God, and remember, I love you.